What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another Friday.
Another Frieren Friday.
Thank you. I was about to say that. I was about to correct myself. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be reacting to Frieren today. We get to see Fern and Stark on their cute date today.
Ew, it's the day.
I'm so excited. We are so excited. We can't wait to see how this is going to unfold. I wonder if Frieren's going to be like in the background, kind of scoping the scene and being a chaperone or
A chaperone?
yeah.
Mediator.
Yeah, mediator.
Maybe. Knowing how mischievous she is.
Yeah, I'm just really excited for today's episode.
Yeah, same.
But let's just jump in. We're gonna go ahead and see what this episode's all about. So without further ado, let's jump into today's episode, which is episode 4 of Frieren, Beyond Journeys, and the other people's homes.
Picking her outfit.
I like that she's going with purple.
フリーレン様、
It's her color.
どっちがいいと思いますか？どれでも同じだよ。それより出かける前に髪結んで。
No time.
あ、やめてよ。謝るから怒りに任せて三つ編みにしないで。
Oh, he's waiting for her.
What a gentleman.
そんなに構ってほしいなら明日デートしようぜ。
Oh, she looks all grown up.
Yeah, she does.
それじゃあ行くか。
And he didn't say anything.
I was just gonna say, like, do you compliment her or something? Maybe he's nervous.
Probably.
いつもと服装が違うんだな。なんでだ？
だってデートだって。
That's probably his first date.
Oh,
フェルンって
he's starting to see her in a different light.
Let's go.
なんだか動きが硬いですよ。
そんなことねえよ。
He's wearing the bracelet.
His his walk.
それでどこに行くんですか？
市場があるみたいだから行ってみようぜ。
そういえばフリーレン様も通ってましたね。
Here we go.
ああ、大きな町の市場だと珍しい魔道具があることもあるらしいぜ。すごいね。
だから宿屋に変な魔道具が山積みになっていたんですね。
Ah, that makes sense.
もう魔道具に埋もれて眠っていました。
そこまで行くとちょっと怖いね。
そうですね。髪の毛をアップにもしませんでしたし。はあ。
Mood.
お嬢ちゃん、今日は可愛い髪型だね。
Oh, they already know her there.
Yeah, she's as usual.
やっぱりフリーレン様の話になってしまいますね。
That's what they have in common.
他に話題もないしな。
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
She likes snacks.
Mm-hmm.
Like
カップル
skips.
割引だそうです。
Couples
デートっ
discount.
てお得なんだな。
身も蓋もありませんね。
せっかくの街なんだし、他の場所も見て回ろうぜ。
お姉さん、これください。
あいよ、毎度あり。
Damn.
そろそろお腹空いたろ。あっちに美味しそうな屋台があったぜ。
The next the necklace she picked up. Oh.
Yeah.
参ろう。
いやうまそう。
あっちにテーブルがあります。
あ、
Oh.
おっと。
Whoa.
大丈夫か？
すみません。
確かにその靴、歩きにくそうだな。
So oblivious.
I think it's both their first time going on a date.
Yeah,
Oh, look, of course they have a Himo statue.
they have that in common.
Yeah. He's learning, babe. We gotta give him grace. He was oblivious, yes.
Frieren is like, you better figure it out.
ヒンメル様の像ってどの町にもありますね。
この街でのポーズもかっこよかったな。
Handsome pose.
象のポーズは100通り以上あるらしいぜ。
ちょっと作りすぎですよね。
な、
結局またフリーレン様の話になってしまいました。しかし物静かでいいところですね。景色も綺麗ですし。
そうだな、フェルン。もしかしてあまり楽しくなかった？
そんなことないですよ。
今日はまだ一度も笑っていない。
そうですね。確かに好みな場所ばかりでしたけれども、なんだかシュタルク様らしくなかったです。
Oh.
せっかくのデートだったのに。
ごめんフェルン。実はフリーレンに選んでもらったんだ。
It wasn't personalized
Yeah.
どうしてそんなことを。
from him.
どうしてもフェルンに喜んでほしかったんだ。せっかくのデートだから。
そうですか。確かに今日は少し残念に思いました。でもとても嬉しいです。私のために必死に考えてくれたんですね。
フェルン、
すごく穏やかな時間ですね。あの雲ちょっと似てませんか？さっき
Dumpling.
食べた肉まんです。
This reminds me of that one episode.
繊細孤児だった頃はこんなのんびりできるようになるとは思っていませんでした。
There it is.
そうだな。
ハイター様のおかげですね。
俺だって師匠のおかげだ。
He always looks so small. I mean, he is.
好き嫌いをしていては強い戦士にはなれんぞ。
なあ師匠、
なんだ、
なんで俺なんか拾ってくれたんだ？
勇者ヒンメルならそうしたからだ。
This girl stuff. The hot spring
なん
again.
だか機嫌がいいみたいだね。いいことあったの？別に。
ここにもいなかったか。参ったね。依頼主から聞いた心当たりはもう全部探したのに。
ヒンメル、どうして笑っているの？
僕は今機嫌がいいんだ。
I
今日
am.
はいい一日だったからね。
朝から二人して迷子の猫を探して歩き回っただけじゃん。
そうだね。でも僕は君と二人で出かけられて楽しかった。
That's
猫が見
freaking
つかってない
cute.
のに。
期待した通りにいかなくてもその過程が楽しければいい。そんなことでも人は機嫌が良くなるものなんだ。よし、ハイターたちに先を越される前にもう一踏ん張りしよう。
Oh, they found it.
You see, it's meant to be.
だよヒンメル。
間違いない。捕まえるぞ。
Look at her braids.
また三つ編みになってる。
これはね、機嫌がいい時の三つ編みだよ。
違い。
That's cute.
決まってるでしょ。
本当に違いがわかんない。
Gosh.
Oh.
あれが北部高原の関所ですか？
ずいぶんと物々しいな。
それだけ外が危険だということだよ。
Oh, dangerous.
しばらくはまともな補給ができないと思うから、必要な物資を揃えようか。
The music is so good. Like, I'm ready to go too, you know?
I know, right?
そのカバン見た目よりたくさん入るんだな。
便利でしょ。
Just like Miss Poppins with a suitcase.
Mhm. Remember, they have a first class mage.
That's right.
一級魔法使いフェルン
Better
様
recognize her.
Let's go, bro.
フェルンってすごいんだな。
She's a big deal now.
こ
Whoa.
こが北部高原か。なんだか危険って言われていた割には普通の場所だな。
本気で言ってるんですか？シュタルク様。
何が？
囲まれたね。
Wait, what?
Oh,
Oh, damn.
気を引き締
whoa.
めて。
those like dinosaurs? Whoa. Whoa. What is that?
The golem. Whoa, that's disgusting.
Ew. Oh my god. Ew.
Oh.
Jeez, no kidding. They needed a first class mage.
Yep.
集落だね。
死ぬかと思ったぜ。
They finally made it
まだ
out.
気が抜けませんでしたからね。
使っていない小屋がありますのでご自由にお使いください。
ありがとう。
それで代わりといってはなんですが、実はこの先の街道に強力な魔物が出るようになってしまいまして、
A Snorlax?
どうかその魔物を討伐してはくれませんでしょうか。
いいよ。どうせ北上するし、つい
Nice.
でに討伐しておくよ。
Frieren the Slayer?
いいけどよ。
ん？
街道を南に下れば3日もあれば北部高原から出られるんだ。こんな危険な場所で暮らす必要はねえんじゃねえか。
確かにここは北側諸国でも危険な土地です。ですが私たちはここで生まれ育ったのです。この土地には家族との思い出がたくさん詰まっています。誰が故郷を捨てられましょうか。
Damn. Sure that hit him. Right in the heart.
Yeah.
Oh no. Someone's in trouble.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Like a man-eating demon.
Ooh.
It's like an orc.
I don't like that. Kinda. It looks like like a centaur or something.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's strong. Yeah.
使いそうな相手だね。
Formidable foe? Uh-oh. Gonna make her work a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Oh no! Dude. Ooh.
Bro.
シュタルク、動きを封じて。
Uh-oh.
Let's go.
Let's go. Oh.
My gosh, bro.
Look, and she covered him.
Yeah.
さすがに強かったな。
Wow.
まだ北部高原の入り口だから、
It's just the
ね。
beginning.
この程度の強さの魔物は、これから山ほど相手にすることになるよ。
Damn.
これならやっぱりカイロでもよかったんじゃねえか。
Imagine what's in
Hmm.
the sea, though.
金を払う価値はあると思うぜ。
まさかこれほど強力な魔物がいるとはな。死ぬかと思いました。
こんな危険な場所ならカイロで迂回すればよかったのに。
だからこそだよ。北部高原にもたくさんの人が住んでいる。
Aw.
僕は自分の故郷を守りたくて勇者になったからね。
Why is he so majestic every time he
他の
talks?
誰かの故郷も守りたいんだ。
Let's go.
北部高原が故郷の人だってたくさんいるんだよ。
Hmm. Wow.
確かにそうだな。
頑張りましょう。よし。 ところでシュタルクはどうして座ったままなの？
Maybe the
別
moment
に座ってるわけじゃな
or
い
he
ぜ。
can't stand up.
腰が張っちゃった。仕方ないだろ。死ぬかと思ったぜ。あんなとんでもない魔王。
So don't you worry.
Oh, dude, this whole episode was so good.
Well, what'd you think of the date?
The whole episode was perfect. I mean, obviously the date didn't go as like we initially thought, right? We thought it was gonna be like more cutesy and like more of a perfect date. And it almost seems like it went the opposite just because, like you mentioned in the episode, it wasn't personalized. And I think, you know, they're both, you know, it's their first time being in this date, and I think their expectations were kind of really, really high on both sides, where Stark was like, I need to do anything and everything, so let me reach out to Frieren. And while Fern was like, yeah, we always talk about her, you know, and we always do these things, and it's like it wasn't personalized. But at the end, you know, both of them were really happy. So I think it still worked out. I mean, obviously it's the first date, so it's like a trial and error thing. And I thought it was good, even though like it didn't initially meet her expectation, but the intent of coming from him was like goodwill, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. I could see how, you know, it was cute. It was still a cute date. I think, you know, like you said, the effort he put into it, that's, you know, what women care about. You know, it's you trying. That's what's important. But at the same time, it's like she just wanted a date with Stark himself, like not someone pretending to be something else or something different. So he's so caught up in like making sure everything is like, you know, up to standard, up to what she likes, you know, taking Frieren's perspective, but never thought to remember, hey, like he likes me for me, or, you know, she likes having a conversation with me. She likes talking to me. She likes doing anything that has to do with just doing things with him. Obviously, he's young and he's, you know, still growing and still, you know, mentally developing in that way too. That's why I say he's naive, right? They're both young. So, but it just in her way, she just wanted a simple date with Stark, with him being himself and not trying so hard to be something else than that. It was just that simple. Obviously she and yes, she does like all those things, but in those moments, like you try and learn from that person in the moment, you know, try to have conversations with them about them. And obviously their conversation was always led back to Frieren, which is the one person they have in common. Their mediator. So for her, it was just talking about something else other than that and getting to know each other, you know. So I think she just expected not expected a lot of things, but she thought things would go a little bit more different. And you know, it happens. They're young, and that's not the only date I'm sure they'll go on. So I like that at the end they kind of, you know, shared like a little bit about themselves and were able to, you know, laugh together, and they kind of saved it at the end, I think
so too. And so I was gonna say, and I think I said in the episode where it reminds me of the episode where she's about to confront him in his birthday, and he's looking at the sky, and he's like, "Hey, that looks like a pair of boobs." And she's and she's like, she like backtracks, and she's like, "I don't know if I should go." And then, or I think he said, "But," I don't know which one, but it reminded me of that episode because here he's looking at this, he's sharing the sky view with her, and then they both look at the clouds and they laugh and they have that beautiful moment, and she smiles and she like, you know, that it just that's just such a great callback because, you know, last season we see that, and then this season it's like both of them together sharing this moment, and I think they did that so well. Yeah,
and you can tell like, and going back to that moment, like you can tell their level of maturity is so different right now. So it's just, you know, they're still growing as people, and it's gonna be nice to see them later, you know, with more wisdom, maturity.
Yeah.
But it's cute. Right? I thought it was super cute. And then of course we go into them passing to the northern plateau
Yeah.
area, which is so night and day from what they've been doing and the demons that they've been facing. Because the demons that they've been facing is like there was nothing. Like they were destroying them like whatever, like flies. And now it's really becoming. I feel like these demons kind of remind me more of when they took the test.
Yeah. Okay.
Those types of demons.
Yeah.
Like harder to overcome.
And more stronger and more coordinated. Like you can tell that one demon, or I guess I don't know if it's a demon or a monster, but that one really put them towards the edge where they were fighting up against it, and they were all three struggling to a certain extent. I did want to talk about how like when they get into the town, the music.
Oh, dude, the music is so good. It always just like brings a smile to my face because it just, I don't know, it makes you all warm inside.
Yeah, and I like the music that they played when they're doing the journey, and then when they're talking to the guy. It gets really serious because he gets to talk about like, oh well, this is my home, and we both were raised here, and he looks at his kids, and the song that was playing in the background, it just made that more impactful. And then when Stark was having that flashback, he was like, I get it, I understand. And so with remembering that he was willing to take up the mission, and so I just think that. And then when they start fighting, and then the fight music too is just everything about this series. When they add that music, it just elevates the series so much.
For sure. I do think that that them fighting that demon and struggling, I feel like that kind of like shifted the tone of the season, because now things are starting to get more serious. Like it's not just a walk in the park anymore. Like now they're getting as they're getting, I feel like, closer to the
goal,
the place that they need to go to. What is it, the demon's mansion? Or
no, they're going past it. They're going to heaven, going to go see Himmel. I think it's called Ariel or something like that.
Okay, so as they're getting closer to that, it's starting to feel like it's going to be a lot harder.
Yeah.
The journey is going to be a lot more difficult. And I mean, with that, I'm sure Frieren knows, they keep doing the callbacks to her old group. And I love how, everything that she went through with them is like, it's happening again, but in a different group. So
yeah,
I love that. I love those callbacks. They're always so, so meaningful. And every time Himmel talks, I swear that guy, it's always so majestic, like it's like I don't know.
Yeah, and I was gonna talk about that because when they're on the date, and then Fern is with Frieren and they're in the hot springs, and then she remembers. Like now we get to see why she thought it was a date with her and Himmel, with the cat. I thought it was really cute because obviously he starts talking about it, and he sees it as a date more than she does, and she sees it as more of a mission. But if it wasn't for him telling her, like, sometimes it's not about the end, it's about the journey, and I was like, dude, my boy's got game, and she's the oblivious one, dude.
For real, it's so nice to see how much Himmel had an impact on everyone.
Yeah.
And each and every person in that group, because now the dwarf.
Oh, Eisen
can pass down like his wisdom and his experiences down to Stark, and Stark recognizes those experiences now that he's going on this journey with Frieren and Frieren. So, and then obviously Frieren, all those callbacks to the group and everything they went through. So I think I find it so, and then for Frieren, all this is new to her, right? So I just find everybody's kind of coming from different walks of life in this group. So I love to see how everybody's kind of taking it all in and appreciating it.
Yeah, I think my favorite part of this episode was when at the end of the episode where Stark is like, we should have just gone to the sea. We're gonna face all these monsters, right?
Yeah,
these strong monsters. And then we get to see that flashback of
Frieren saying the same thing.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, this shit. And it's so funny because we ended up seeing a meme earlier today of like that Frieren does such a good job of doing these flashbacks, and I think the meme was like seeing demons there in Naruto, and it's like and then Frieren is the one saying that's how you do flashbacks. Dude, this couldn't be more evident of that. And it got me so emotional watching Stark hearing Frieren talk about like how people have homes to protect, and then it reminded Stark of his brother. And dude, I was like, of course that would bring back like that episode of season 1 with Stark's brother was one of my favorite episodes, and that's why I got so emotional. I was like, dude. Like,
yeah, I will say, like, obviously a lot of flashbacks. Like, I feel like when like all these other animes, when they do flashbacks, it's like super sad. Like,
yeah.
some shit's always hitting the fan, right? And then these flashbacks here in this anime, they're not meant to be sad, but they're meant to be, how do you say it, like impactful.
Yeah,
and
they add to the story.
Yeah, and it makes you feel sad, but a little bit sad, but at the same time it makes you feel like, wow, like, because the characters themselves aren't sad. Like Stark didn't have like a sad, look on his face. It was more like a like good
Happy
not good memories, but just he gets it, like he understands, and it's just it's a different type of callback to every time they do all these flashbacks.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily sad, it's just some of these are just it's necessary, I guess.
It gives them perspective.
Yeah, perspective for sure. On what they're having to face. But I came to realize that in this episode specifically, because I think when they were doing the flashback of his brother, and how he had, when his brother was teaching him how to hold a store, fight and all that, like they pan out to him, but like he doesn't have a sad look in his face. Like he had actually, had a smile, like almost like a redemption, like type of a deal. Like, hey, I walked away that day. Obviously not, he was just a kid, but he gets to actually, help people protect their places now, so it's cool. Like, it's different.
It's such a full circle moment whenever it comes to these things.
It's a feel good anime.
Yeah. And this is such a perfect series that encapsulates everything, because even the action sequences in this episode was amazing.
Dude, yeah, this fight was crazy.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the fight too. And
I got chills. I was like, oh my god.
And that's why I think the series does everything so well, with whether it's the fighting, it's the journey, or it's the flashbacks, it's the sad parts, it's the happy parts. Like, they do everything just amazing. And then I think there's, what was I gonna say? Oh, and my favorite part also was when Aizen was telling Stark, Stark asked him like, oh, why did you take me in? And he's like, because that's what him will do. I'm like,
you see what I mean? Like, this guy had an impact on everybody.
like, brother, it's the theme of the series is, what would Himmel do?
Dude, yes.
I love that.
What would Himmel do? It's yeah. I mean, they already know. It's like, that's what Himmel would do,
Yeah.
But
I love it.
It's such a feel good anime. Like, every time we watch it, it's like drinking a warm tea.
Yeah. Kudos.
Literally.
I think I remember somebody also putting it in the comments that it's like a therapy session each and every time we see Frieren. So
yeah,
it's exactly that.
It helps you regulate your emotions.
It really does. It really does. And every time I see this, like, I need a good cry, I know Frieren's got my back. So but yeah, it was such a great episode. Let us know what you guys thought of the episode. Let us know which part was your favorite part. I'm sure you guys can relate to one or the other. I know we kind of spoke on like most of the parts in the series. And as you notice, we usually, whenever we watch Frieren, we usually yap at the end of the episode. So the episodes are fairly long, but we can't help but enjoy the series and talk about it. So good series. We'll see you guys next week for another Frieren Friday. Subscribe if you haven't already. Join Discord, Patreon, Uncut, if you guys want to see us cry in all our glory.
Or see him cry in all his glory.
Yeah, you guys know me. You guys know me. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one, and I hope you guys have a good day. Love y'all. Peace.
Bye.